Helping someone in the later state of dementia get dressed while they're in the bed is a pretty common event. The tricky part is making sure you're working with someone and not doing things to someone, particularly if they have sensitivities to movement because of vestibular changes, which means balance, gravity issues. And we know that they have visual processing changes and speed of function changes. And we might add contractures. Now, contractures are what happens when the sensory motor strip of the brain turns off. It's not working very well anymore. And it means your muscles get turned on and your brain doesn't know how to turn them off to make them relax. So the muscle pattern that you will see is the muscles that are strongest, which tend to be forward flexion, flexion, and adduction. That means hands may fist, wrists may bend, arms may come in tight to the body, one leg may cross over the other, the knees may be slightly bent, and the feet may be downward at the toes. That can make helping someone get dressed pretty tricky. So we're going to go through a possibility of how you can do this. Now, each individual is unique and different, but I'm going to go over some of the key principles of helping someone go from a nightgown to clothing. I would also recommend at this point that we think seriously about whether or not we want an open in the back nightgown, which is easier for me to get on and off, or whether or not we continue to use the over the head or button up the front. Every person is unique. I have what I have. We'll see what I do with it. Let's get started. As always, I'm going to start with my positive physical approach. I'm going to connect, and then we're going to get going. Carolyn. Hey. Hey.
Hey.
It's Teepa.
Hi.
Hey. Yeah. I'm going to help you get changed.
Okay.
And we're going to put on a fresh brief and fresh clothes.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. Yeah. So here's how we're going to start. We're going to bring this. I'm going to have you give me your hand here. There you go. You got it. We're going to reach down a little. We're going to reach down a little. Here we go. We're reaching down. We're reaching down. Now, what's happening here is her arm doesn't reach down. I'm not pulling and tugging on it. What I've created is connection. I'm putting a little bit of tension here, and I'm taking my other arm and doing the movement. Carolyn, can you feel the movement?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So your brain knows what we're doing here. And what I'm helping Carolyn with is getting this up and away from the bottom part of her body. I'm not going to try to take it off her upper body yet, just the lower body. I'm mostly moving it out of the way so that we're going to be able to get her incontinence pad on. Now, I've already done cleaning. That's a whole nother video. Here's how we're going to help out here. I'm going to take myself and I'm going to come down here. Now, these legs are tight. They're adducted, and she's a little flexed. I'm going to put my far hand under the arch of her foot. I'm going to put this hand behind her knee. I'm going to put my knee on the bed so that I've got support. I'm going to bring this foot up and in. Now, when I get here, that's all the further I'm going to take it. I am going to take this incontinence brief and put her foot through and bring it to mid-calf. I'm going to also take the pants. Now, why do I want to do them at the same time? Because I don't want to have to do this twice. Once I get this part going, Carolyn is stable, I'm stable, I'm using my thigh to support myself. I'm using my hand. It's going nice and slow. I'm coming in underneath. I've got this leg in Yay. I'm going to put this knee right here. Now, did you notice that Carolyn actually is starting to stabilize a little here? What do you think is going to happen on this one? Very similarly, I'm going to come in and I'm going to lift. Ooh, this one is a little tighter. So once again, I'm here and I'm here. I'm going to take this one, I'm going to reach down, bring it through. I'm going to switch. I'm going to stabilize. Now, because it was a little tighter, this leg is different. What I'm going to pause with is I'm going to come up through this pant leg. Because in this moment, I got to realize I got to guide her whole leg in here. It's going to work easier if I come in and I can actually guide the pant up over the foot and leg. Ta-da. This is the point where now we're going to pull them up. Notice it's a we. Pull them up. Pull them up.
Pull 'em up.
Pull them up. We're going to pull them up. Now, did you notice how the knees came together? Not surprising. What I'm going to do is bring this knee up a little bit further, and I've created a little space. I'm going to bring it on up as high as I can get it. There you go. You're doing great. Bring it up as high as I can get it.
Get up.
Bring it up.
Get up.
Bring it up.
Bring it up.
You got it. At this point, I'm feeling pretty good about what's going on. What we're going to do now is roll to the side toward me so that this side of the body, I can go ahead and bring the nightgown up and pull the brief and the pants up. So Carolyn, I want you to roll to me. Here, this hand here. Reach out. Here you go. Good. You got it. I got you. You're here. Looking good. Now, at this point, we're going to bring it up and get it in position as much as I can. Now, I'm going to try to get this up over that hip bone, if at all possible, but I'm not going to push it. At this point, we're going to roll back and roll to this side. Now, notice that Carolyn's brain has figured out a little bit of what's going on here. I'm stabilizing with this hand, but at this point, I need a little help to get these pants up. I may think about one size larger next time. But, we'll figure it out. Now, did you notice how I almost reached across? But notice how I've got my back out of alignment. This is the moment where I need to remember, protect my back. I'm going to have Carolyn come back toward me, but before we do, I'm going to help her with the upper body undressing so that we'll be ready for dressing. We're going to take this arm and we're going to bring it out, and we're actually going to see whether or not I can take her head out. Now we have coming back to me. Here we go. Nice. And we do a final adjustment here. And then, Carolyn, here we go. Nice. You got it. Let's push it off.
Push.
Push it off. Good work. Nice job. We're going to go ahead at this point and get the shirt ready. Front versus back. Now, what I did with the pants, I'm going to do again with the shirt. I'm going to reach in and very carefully, very gently, bring it down and over and up past the elbow because it's a pullover. On this side, same deal. I'm going to reach up in. I'm going to take the hand gently and I'm going to pull it up. Pull it up.
Pull it up.
Pull it up past the elbow. And then we're going to put it over the head. And then we're going to, Carolyn, roll to me. Here we go. We're going to bring your legs off. Bring your legs off. There you go. Nice job. Pick your head up. Push down. And finish up getting dressed. Looking good, lady. Looking good. Need to do a little adjusting here. We got you twisted.
Twisted.
Nice job with your fingers. Every now and then that happens. Good job. You look great. Whew. That was a lot of work for both of us, but pretty successful and no distress. Late state dementia, helping someone get dressed in the bed, taking into account all the changes that are taking place for them, but building my skills to such an extent that it's something we can still do together and feel good about each other when we're done.